Hello and welcome back to the another episode of Daily Quiz for UPSC Prelims 2025. It is 16th July today and we are going to discuss at least 10 questions in this session. You know, a few of the questions would be related to the current affairs which we had already discussed in the day session. This initiative is for you guys so that it will help you to revise the current affairs which you had already studied and give the idea how those current affairs can be asked in the exam in the question form. And also we are going to discuss few previous year questions from the previous year question papers so that it will give the idea how the questions would come in the exam. And if you would study well, read about the options given there, I'm sure that it will help you in eliminating many options in your next exam. So without any delay, I would like to request you guys, please do subscribe to this channel and share these videos with your friends so that get they may get the help which they need. So without any delay, let's start by the question number 1. Let's see what it asks. Here the question says, what is the primary reason for India trade deficit in the services sector despite being a significant exporter of services such as IT and business process outsourcing? We discussed about it. We saw that we had seen a 9.4% trade deficit this year. So related to that, this question, we had framed this question. So what do you think? What is the proper answer for that? Is it high imports of transportation services? Let's keep it here. Is it increasing imports of financial services? No, I don't think so. That is the primary reason. Is it growing demands for recreational services? No, not at all. Is it over reliance on foreign expertise in professional services? Not even this option. So for the question number 1, the primary reason for trade deficit in the service sector is the high imports of transportation services. So for the question number 1, the correct answer is option A. Now coming to the question number 2, here let's see what does it ask about. Here it says, what is the name of the flagship program launched by ICAR to promote innovation and entrepreneurship in agriculture? About ICR, it is Indian Council for Agricultural Research. So here we have to find out what is the name of the flagship program launched by it, which is to promote innovation and entrepreneurship in agriculture. Is it National Agriculture Innovation Fund? Let's keep it here. Is it Agricultural Development Program? No, it is not this. Is it Innovation and Entrepreneurship Program? No, neither this. Is it Startup Agri Program? Not at all. It is definitely the option A. It is National Agriculture Innovation Fund. It is the name of the flagship program launched by ICAR, which is Indian Council for Agricultural Research, which is to promote innovation and entrepreneurship in agriculture. So for the question number 2, the correct option is option A. Now coming to the question number 3, let's see what it asks us. It says, what is the major limitation of wholesale price index as a measure of inflation in India? We discussed the rise in the wholesale price index, the rise in the inflation calculated via wholesale price index. We discussed about it. We also discussed about the government is trying to replace it by other form. So what do you think? What is the main reason for the limit? What is the main limitation of the wholesale price index as a measure of inflation? So what do you think? What is the main limitation? Is it does not capture changes in prices of services? Let's keep it here. It does not account for changes in consumer behavior? No, not at all. It is calculated on monthly basis leading to volatility? No, this is not the option. This is absurd option. Fourth, all of the above. So for me, the correct option is option A. It does not capture changes in prices of services because it does not include the service sector in it. So for the question number 3, the major limitation of the wholesale price index is that it does not capture changes in prices of services. Now coming to the question number 4, it here talks about EEG. Now let's see what the question asks. What is the primary application of electroencephalography in medical diagnosis? We discussed about it. It is 100th anniversary. We saw who was the person who conducted it back in 1924. He was Hans Berger. So about this, let's see what the question asks. It asks the primary application of electroencephalography. Is it to measure the electrical activity of the heart? No. Is it to measure the electric activity of muscles? Not at all. Is it to measure the electric activity of brain? 100% it is option B, the correct option for this, for the EEG, which is the primary application of electroencephalography in medical diagnosis. Now, coming to the question number 5, let's see what does it ask us. Here it says, what is the characteristics of a money bill in the Indian Parliament? We discussed about the money bill. We discussed about the misuse of the money bill by the government. So let's see what the question asks here. It says, what is the characteristics of a money bill in the Parliament? Here the options are, it can be introduced in either house of the Parliament. No, it can't be introduced in either house of the parliament because it can only be introduced in the Lok Sabha. Second option, it requires approval of both houses of parliament. This is also absurd. It requires approval of the president only. Third, it can be rejected by Rajya Sabha. No, it can't be rejected by Rajya Sabha. Rajya Sabha can only recommend the changes, but it is up to Lok Sabha whether they would follow the recommendation of Rajya Sabha or not. The fourth option is, it is certified by the Speaker of Lok Sabha as a money bill. 100% true. So for the question number 5, the characteristic of money bill in the Indian Parliament is, from these options, it is certified by the Speaker of Lok Sabha as money bill. Now coming to the previous year questions asked in previous year question papers. The question here says, the Nagara, the Dravida and the Vesara are the, this is very simple question. I feel jealous about the students who had seen such questions. The option A says this Nagara, the Dravida and the Vesara are the three main racial groups of the Indian subcontinent. No. Three main linguistic divisions into which the languages of India can be classified. Not at all. Three main styles of Indian temple architecture. 100% C. Option C is the 100. For the question number 6, it is option C, the correct answer. Now coming to the question number 7, it says Lord Buddha's image is sometimes shown with the hand gesture called Bhumisparsha Mudra. It symbolizes, so this hand gesture of Lord Buddha, which is shown in an image, which is called as Bhumisparsha Mudra, what does it symbolize? Option A, Buddha calling of the earth to watch over Mara and to prevent Mara from disturbing his meditation. No. Option B, Buddha calling of the earth to witness his purity and chastity despite the temptations of Mara. Option B is correct. Let us see what the option C says. Buddha's reminder to his followers that they all arise from the earth and finally dissolve into this earth, and thus life is transitory. No, this option C is incorrect. So for the question number 7, it is definitely the option B, which is the correct option here. Now coming to the question number 8, it says the religion of early Vedic Aryans was primarily of bhakti. No. Was it image worship and yajna? No. Was it worship of nature and yajna? 100% option C is the correct option for this. The religion of early Vedic Aryans was worship of nature and yajna. Now coming to the question number 9, with reference to the guilds of ancient India that played a very important role in the country's economy, which of the following statements are correct? Here the statement 1, the wages, rules of work, standards and prices were fixed by the guilds. 100% true. Option B, the guild had judicial powers over its own members. Option B is also correct. So for the question number 9, both the options are correct. Now coming to the question number 10, here the question asks, some Buddhist rock cut caves are called chaityas while the others are called viharas. What is the difference between the two? Here the option A says vihara is the place of worship while chaitya is the dwelling place of the monks. It is incorrect. Option B, chaitya is a place of worship while vihara is the dwelling place of monks. Option B is correct. Option C, chaitya is the stupa at the far end of the cave while as vihara is the hall actual to it. It is incorrect. Option D, there is no material difference between the two. It is also incorrect. So for the question number 10, the option B is the correct option for which correctly defines the chaityas and viharas. So let me repeat it. Chaitya is a place of worship while vihara is the dwelling place of monks. So with this we conclude today's daily quiz session. I hope you liked this video. Please write in the comments if I am going too fast, and please write in the comments the changes which I need to bring in my teaching style. So thank you for staying here. Thank you very much. Please do subscribe to this channel and share these videos with your friends, so that they may also get the help which they need. Thank you very much. Best of luck to you guys.